right now, my player, if I just play and go towards the water, I will be able to just go through here. It's a plane after all. So I can actually go and just step on it. So it will be a good idea for us to start creating those blocking volumes that I was talking about. And yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And we can also remove the collision from this plane, which right now I don't know why I can't select it. Maybe because it's a translucent type of plane, but we can search it here. Plane. Anything that we don't need to collide with, it's very important to just remove the collision. That's a good thing to keep in consideration so we can save some performance for other important tasks. So here, and because this is not using the water bodies, I do not have that cool feature whenever I go under the water, but my player is not supposed to go under the water, right? So let's just add some blocking volumes, right? And I will do the same. I'll just pause the video. You know the process. I'll just add a blocking volume. For example, here, I'll just scale it. So you cannot go, and maybe I rotate it a little bit, just so you cannot enter. And if I play from here, I will try to go that way, but there will be a blocking volume blocking me. So I'll just pause the video and show you how my map is looking like. And here it is, my level with a lot of rails. Well, except here, whoa, I didn't notice there was there was something there that was missing. And it will be easier to know if your collisions are working if we just use the visualizer. So the visualizer works like this. Here, instead of lit, we can put an lit if we want. We will get better frames there. But there's also player collision. So now we have a very good idea where could a hole be. So if something is not colliding, well, you can search it through this. Let's go back to lit and let's continue.